The sun has just come up. I'm already in the woods, and today I want to make a video about a few items, 3 in fact, which I would consider very crucial for somebody like myself to spend time in the woods. These 3 items are very dear to me, and I will share them with you shortly. I just want to show you how it looks like around here. I'm going to go down to the river, which is on the other side of this ravine. You can see the sunlight just coming through, hitting the mountain there, and the river is just over there. Now I'm going to ask you to be with me. I'm slightly out of breath, and it's usually very slippery, so if I do make a few stuff ups, just bear with me please. I'm going to make my way down here, go down to the river there, and then I'll share these 3 items with you once we get down there, if I make it. This is such a cool and neat place where I'm visiting now. I come down here often. Oh. I must be so careful. It was very windy last night. The woods were noisy. I slept in my tent here, and you can see how the wind has shaken the leaves off the trees. Crystal clear water, although it's not perfectly potable. I have found dead sheep in the river, so oh yeah, I'm going to take a spot here and let's just look around how it looks like. That's a wee bit downstream, sort of northeast direction, northeast I would say. Lovely place. Yes, let's make it just here. Turn around. Oh, that's it. Alright. Although it's not one of the items I have in mind, I want to share you with my trusty staff. It's got a hook on top, and then I've got some cordage, 550 paracord, which I got in here in a secret method, and I can lash stuff like a knife or something to it. This is about 1.5 inches of hickory. I've got some Gorilla Tape, which is nice and grippy, and just a lanyard there for my hand, and it's quite long. This thing is about, I would say, close to 6 feet. And then down the sharp end of the stick, I took a pipe and I welded the edge, the front edge there, hammered it down so it's nice and sharp. Well, not sharp, but like that. Put silicone in it so it's waterproof, and I got this screw in there that keeps it in place. It is steady as heck. I'm a big guy, and this thing can carry my weight easily. It's good to stab stuff, good to jab in the ground, break open wood, get your grubs, and break ice. It's great for in the river if I need to get a good anchoring point, because I like to walk up and down the rivers and it's very slippery. Stupid thing to do, but I just love it. So yes, I always wanted to show my staff. It's always with me. It's like my third leg or third arm, and I often use the hook, lean it against the tree and just hook my backpack onto it like that. Keeps it nice and dry, because this place is pretty much always wet and rainy. That's the stuff. The three items I would actually like to share with you today was, although I very seldom show it, I've got this large canteen, stainless steel. It can take, I would say, 2 liters of water, and I would consider this a very important item. If I do not have this one with me, it is near me, or I have other ones. It's like my reservoir of clean potable water, which I usually bring from home. It's like my last reserve. But you can always use it just on its own. It takes a lot of water. I always carry water. I'm a big guy, so I go through a lot of it. And you can cook, boil with it. It's big enough, the mouth of it, I can sometimes use it as a container, which I've done. I've actually stuffed clothing in here on previous trips. So that there's my canteen. And the other item, which is very dear to my heart, a friend from the United States, William Lammers, gave me this knife as a gift. And it's my Tops Tahoma field knife, my TFK. This, together with a BK9 that I've got, is probably my most favorite large knives. This thing is designed and built for the woods. It is an impeccable tool. Absolutely a very favorite knife. I've got plenty of knives. I don't even know how many. It can be more than 100, but this one is my favorite. There's a lot of videos on the internet about the Tops Tahoma field knife. You're welcome to go and look at it. I've used it. I've actually built a water mill with it, or helped to build a water mill with it, and it is a lifesaver, I would say. Love this knife. Trust my life with it. Very fond of it. Also then on the back of my Tops knife sheath, a lot of people complain about these sheaths. I'm quite happy with it. I don't know why they change it to other sheaths. I've used mine. At the moment the pocket is empty, but as the seasons go I put fishing kit in here, Leatherman, like a fire kit, and it's held up, didn't fray, nothing. It's still in a good shape. All I added was some spring stretchy cord there to just safeten the blade, to keep the blade in place sort of. On the back of it is the third item I would like to talk about, and that is a 6x1/2 inch ferro rod. I've used it extensively. It is woven into the back of my Tops Tahoma field knife sheath, and if I have only these three items in the woods, I think I will make it. Barely, maybe not, but I think so. And that is good enough for me. It is Anzac long weekend here in New Zealand. My family asked me what I want to do, and I says I want to be in the woods by myself. They know me by now, and they said off you go, so off I went. I slept in a tent. I didn't do any bushcrafty stuff. It was just time to get away. I've got a lot of camping gear that I collected through the years as I had money to buy them. And last night I had the chance to test out a new tent, some flashlights, all kinds of little gear that I've collected, and I had a great night. It's early morning still. The birds, I am so fond of my whole life. These wee little birds have just fascinated me. They are so noisy. Not noisy is perhaps the wrong word. So vocal. I enjoy their bird songs, and they're not afraid of humans. They would almost sit. They'll sit right on this branch, right, which is like touching distance away from me. I hope this water stream's noise in the background didn't spoil the video too much. I usually never make videos this long, but I thought I'll stick my neck out and have a go. I'm going to pan around, show you this beautiful place. The last time. That's sort of upstream. I'm going to smash and bash my way through the rocks here and see what's going up on stream. Just a last look of my gear that I've got with me today. Oh, just set them up so it looks a wee bit arty-farty. Topstomer field knife, ferrocerium rod, my stainless steel large canteen, the trusty staff, the ugliest guy in town, and me in this riverbed. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you later. Bye bye.